All right. Again, great. Thank you. So, you guys, wow, what an important time. There's much to talk about, and we've done a great job in talking through a few things. Give yourself a round of applause. It's just a comfort zone. You've done a great job, though. I mean, wow, we've covered a lot of territory. I mean, and of course, the object of being, or well, let's put it this way, being healthy or feeling healthy or being in a good state, a place. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just coming off an interesting time myself, health wise. I've been healthy for the most of my life. I've never had any kind of issues at all. But I've always courted health in terms of, I mean, you got to spend time in a healthy state of mind, eating right, working out, in a place of trying to share good health with other people. And when you do, I'm thinking personally, when I do encounter people who are not well, supporting them how best I can. And that's not easy sometimes, and then because how you treat other people when you're not well, when they're not well, that's what. How do you treat other people when they're not well? Yeah, can share a lot. I mean, the way I think about it, I'm Christian, and I say to myself, I said, well, how would I want people to talk and share and work with me when I might be in their condition. Now, I don't think I've ever dealt with anybody who was severely ill or at the point of death. That's a big deal. I don't even know how to handle it. And I pray for the Lord's grace to help me understand that well. But again, courting health, eating right, exercise, and being able to discuss and talk with people. Like with you, I don't know. I was just thinking about this, but I'm trying to find a comfortable way to share it with you. Let's just say this, and if you're open, that's probably the best way to do it. Uh, what's the most embarrassing situation that you've been in? Okay, here's one. I'll share. I'll be the first to share it with you. Okay, I'm in the hospital, and the doctors are very caring. It's one of the best hospital systems in the world, I believe, because people are coming from all over to treat patients. But the doctor has me on a protocol that says I can't even go to the bathroom unless I get a nurse. You know, I mean, so it's in the middle of the night, about 1 or 2 in the morning, and I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta pee, you know. But the doctors have me on a protocol that says that I can't go until the nurses show up. It wasn't that serious, but so I'm sitting there waiting for the nurse to come, waiting for the nurse to come, waiting for the nurse to come, and the nurses aren't showing up. No discussion with you, Danielle, but I decide, well, I'm sorry, I can't wait. I can't wait. And so, I pull my look, they got me on this gear, right? I'm in a hospital gown and I got this racks following me around. And I said, tell you what I'm gonna do. I said I put them on a 3 minute call. I said I'm gonna give them the clock's over and I'm telling 3 minutes. And if they don't show up in 3 minutes, I'm gone. you know. So tick tock, tick tock, 3 minutes come, 3 minutes go. And so I get up, the bed bell goes off, and I'm pulling my little rack chain along with me, and and so everybody get so fine. I'm standing over the urinal, handling my business, and the nurses roll in, and Mr. Brunton, what are you doing? Say, man, I shut the door. Say I got to do what I got to do. So it was a little embarrassing because I say to myself, you know what, and I guess that came to the point to understand that at some point you've got to handle your health. You've got to decide that this is my decision to make, and whether I'm gonna sit and wait and ruin my gear or not. And so I do my thing. I, get out of the bed. And I finish up and I go back to the bed, and then the nurses roll in. The nurses roll in. So so I say, well, hey, all good now. Ain't no problem. No harm, no foul. But they were in a tizzy, and I felt, I guess I could have been embarrassed by it, but I wasn't. I wouldn't. In fact, what it did for me, it made me feel like what is I have control. I have control. And that's where health begins, I believe, where you have control. You have control, and it's your call, and nobody but nobody. And in your own mind, you're thinking, wow, I felt proud of myself. They might have been upset because I broke protocol, but I wasn't. So I take this to say, and I wanted you to share. I don't know if it's something you'd like to share with you, or something that comes to your mind that, and I'm trying to handle this with some discretion. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because in a hospital condition, and so things worked out. I was released from the hospital, and everything checked out. I mean, and so the doctor was pleased, and he didn't have anything to say. Me and him were buds anyway, because yeah, I could talk to him, and that's an amazing thing when you find a doctor you can talk to. So I'm saying this to you right now, that we're talking this way with each other, sharing this time with each other in a way that will help us get stronger. And health is about strength, state of mind. Health is about purpose and vision. Because when my father used to tell me this all the time, he said two things. He said, if you can get up, if you can look up, you can get up. If you can look up, you can get up. And so I've always felt like that's true. If you can see your way through, you can get through. And so, because I mean, one of the hardest things I think for patients is not to be able to see what tomorrow looks like. So, so we're back together again. I don't know if that made any sense. I hope it does. We're back together again, and let us take this opportunity to talk. Yeah, we've got a speaker coming on, and we want to share with him, and he's got some important information and topic, and we're delighted to have with you. And so he, and he's a service provider. He's in the army, ex-army.
I don't see him.
Yeah, he's in there. He's in there. He showed up. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. All right. Mr. Reginald Lowry, please come forward. And he has been a retired military surgeon, or retired military chaplain, and was served in the U.S. Army for 20 something years. A great mind, and we're privileged to have with him today. And Mr. Reginald, I don't know, Mr. Reginald Lowry. How you doing, Reginald? He's a part of our Brightside crew. Yeah, good to see you, man. Good to see you. And you have some important information to share with us, and we're delighted that you're with us. Godspeed.